Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts, that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach of Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, I'm out to the south. From the cover athlete to the year of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pull you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. How y'all feeling this evening?
Oh, I'm here. Goodness, I am here.
I'm feeling pretty good. How about you? Gemini? We see you wearing the red lipstick. Every man out there know what that red lipstick mean. Who you trying to catch? On the screen?
I didn't already call.
Kevin, is she allowed to do that with the uniform? Hey, she just took on a little flavor to the Sports Life Talk. Yeah, is she allowed to desecrate the uniform like that? The dress code?
Yes.
Oh, B. Jones, she is Gemini Jones for a reason. So I mean,
Exactly. I do what I want to do.
I ain't trying to hear her mouth all show. So just let us show her little guns, man. Let's go.
Let go.
And it's hot and stuffy in there, so she has to put
that
the
little stuff
arms out.
What you say? Let me see your little muscles.
Who you talking about, little muscles? Child, please, man. Hey, Ryan here hit you with the big tongue, big guns. Hey, y'all know that boy.
Hey, KT got one of them little revolvers.
That's not what your auntie say. We can move on. Let's go. I was trying to act like I was froze down there. Didn't work, but yeah, I'm ready for you tonight. I got time today. Let's go.
All right, because I got time too. I'm in a wonderful mood. All right, then. So this is Wednesday, July 12th. And this episode is entitled, it's actually episode 189, entitled My Brother's Keeper. And you know what? Hold on. I'm getting out of order because I didn't do the introductions, because I know we might have some newbies watching us, because I mean, we're us. We always have new people, new fans checking us out. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So let's do some introductions. Let's go and start with him down there. What you doing?
I'm chilling, Gemini. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful today. I'm ready for you.
I'm ready for you too. So I mean, whatever you got to bring, let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right, Ms.Manhattan, how you feeling?
I'm good. I was gonna joke with y'all. I was messing with KT before we went live, but I forgot what it was about. So I'll save my joke for later.
And I got time for her too. So
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Right there, I got time for her too.
Wow. Okay, you feisty tonight. All right then. B. Jones, how are you feeling? I hope you're not quite as feisty. You gonna be you see?
Good.
I said black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the side. Yeah, y'all know how your boy do it on 10 toes down, man. Let's go to work.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go and get this show cracking. Who said, "Am I my brother's keeper"?
Yes, I am.
None other than Mr. Denzel Washington.
She's doing. Hey. Hey. Oh, hold on, don't do that again. Don't do that again, Gemini. Oh my goodness.
I'm kidding. We have all seen New Jack City. And of course, this week We are talking about none other than Nino Brown himself, Wesley Snipes. So show us a little bit about Wesley, and please don't put up Denzel photo.
Wesley Snipes was discovered at the age of 23 by an agent while performing in a competition. He made his film debut in the 1986 Goldie Hawn football movie Wildcats. Though his athletic build made him an ideal action hero in films like Blaze and his 2 sequels, he was also a skilled dramatic actor in films like New Jack City and Jungle Fever. And he can do comedy, most notably in White Men Can't Jump, and in his larger-than-life character as a futuristic villain, Simon Phoenix in Demolition Man. So join me as we honor Mr. Nino Brown himself, Wesley Snipes.
I see you didn't bring up Too Long Food. That was one of his best roles.
I did. I put that 2-1-4. We had him in the edit.
In there, but KT didn't bring it up.
But here's the thing, though. I only had like 37 seconds or so I couldn't put everything I wanted to put in there.
Yeah, we got a limited time situation, Gemini.
Oh, okay. I understand because when he was dressing that old lady, I was too done. Anyway, all right. So, B. Jones, do you have some Wesley Snipes trivia for us?
Yes, I did, and I hope they didn't pay attention to KT's his overlay, his read good there, because actually the answer might have been given in that. But my first time being introduced to Wesley Snipes as well. What was my first real time being introduced to him was when he partnered up with Woody Harrelson in White Men Can't Jump, one of my favorite Wesley Snipes movies of all time. But I also became a big fan of Woody Harrelson at that time. The two went on to do more movies with each other, and a totally 4 movies which featured both Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. But give me the name of the first movie that they played in together. What was the name of the first movie that Woody and Wesley both played in? For a SportsLifeTalk t-shirt.
Okay. All right. Well, make sure are they putting it in the chat? Is that how that works?
Yeah, they can put it in the chat. They can throw it in the chat if they want to, man. This is not a hard one. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show love to everybody.
They were in 4 movies together?
4 movies. 4 movies.
I know 2 for sure. The other 2 I can't remember.
And actually, out of the 4, 3 of them were all sports related. Isn't that something? They were only in 1 movie that wasn't sports related.
I'm gonna have to go back and look that one up because I did not know that. Okay. All right, awesome. Well, it is time for the Playmaker segment. So we are introducing, the guys have introduced some new people into the SportsLifeTalk family. So KT. I think that video probably like 0.2 seconds too long because I was like, anyway, go ahead, KT.
Man, this week I want to give a shout out to everybody that's on that AAU grind. B. Jones and I, we're going to talk about it later, but coaches, players, parents, y'all, that is like a 13-hour day. That's basically another job, a full-time job that they're doing. So I want to give a shout out to all of them. Like I said, we'll talk about it later in the Pick 6. Our trip to Chicago and Louisville, so just stick around for that. But that's all I got this week, Jim.
Okay, all right. So the local business, I'm not actually advertising. I guess it is a business. There is an app called The Nudge for our Dallas people, and you sign up, and I think if you pay, I think it's $10 a month, you get exclusive events. But The Nudge is basically an app that will send you local events in your area. For those people that are new to Dallas that always say, it ain't nothing to do here. Yes, it is. It is plenty of things to do. Music, concerts, festivals, pop-up shops, all of that stuff. And so every Thursday, I think, matter of fact, I just got a text from them. I think it's every Thursday. If you're a nudger, what they call when you pay, they'll send you events that are happening over the weekend, and they'll give you a choice. So it'll say, if you're interested in skydiving, reply A. If you're interested in, a farmer's market, reply B. And you can reply as many times as you want and get all the good stuff. But it is an absolute great app. And because of the app, KD and I went to a concert Friday night for Sulphur Sounds, and it was 3. I thought they were going to be local artists, but not all of them were local. But it was 2 R&B artists and then 1 rap artist. And we sat on the floor on our pillows and we sat around the stage. It was very intimate. You didn't have, it's not like intimate like you had to go with a guy, but it was intimate in how the venue was set up. You could bring your own drinks and stuff in there. And I think it lasted about an hour and 45 minutes. And I got that from the Nudge. So for those that are always saying, ain't nothing to do, I'm tired of doing this, I'm tired of doing that, definitely join the app. I think it'll still send you stuff if you don't pay, but you get the good stuff if you pay the $10 a month. And that's just 1 drink. Y'all can give up that 1 drink, $10 a month. So it's the Nudge.
Hey, I got a business too. I want to shout out. So of course we're gonna hit y'all with multiple times how we traveled by car to Chicago, and we finally was able to rent a car at the Hertz in Frisco. And Bridget McLean is her name. Y'all go see Bridget because she is thebomb.com. I mean, she upgraded us to a full, like to a small SUV. I mean, she took care of us all the way, gave us a great, phenomenal price, loaded us up with all the insurances, and we walked out that thing with, I ain't gonna block my blessing and tell y'all what we paid, but let's just put it this way. It was ridiculous. We won. We got on the road and felt like rock stars hitting the road. So shout out to Bridget McLean and the Hertz team over there in Frisco. It's all Preston Road, by the way. All right, for my local athlete, I'm gonna resonate with KT said. You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to those AAU young ladies as well. There's a ton of them, all the way from Natalia Gray. I could go on and on, from Sanaya Burks. A lot of these young ladies have had the opportunity to come and rock with us, but I also want to give a shout out to some of the guys, because as the girls are traveling and playing basketball at these AAUs, boys are playing them too, but also a lot of our football guys right now are making commitments to take their college career. Casey Poe, who's out of Lindale, who's, I guess he's quasi local, I guess it's a little bit east of us, but also one of our guys, Caleb, he committed. Decorous Moment committed. Just a lot of guys that came and rocked on the show with us. They committed to these universities. So I want to send a shout out to them. They are playmakers to me as well.
All right, awesome. Well, it's that time where we showcase some gorgeous, fine-ass woman. So, KD, who are we crushing on this week?
Yeah, so this week I decided to go with an athlete. It's Sydney McLaughlin. I think it's Lavroni. I think that's how you say her last name. This past Saturday, she claimed the national title with a time of 48.74 seconds, setting a world record in the 400-meter hurdles. And she was all over the news, and I found her on Instagram, and she's just so cute. And the fact that she, hit a milestone and setting a new record for herself and winning the title, I was like, yeah, she's definitely WCW this week.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that, she was known for doing the hurdles. And she said that she was going to switch to the 400. And people were saying, like, that's a different race, blah, blah, blah. She was killing people in the hurdles. So if you remove obstacles out of her way, they didn't think she would still be good. Yeah. So I didn't understand it, but yeah, she's very dope.
Either y'all ever tried to jump a hurdle?
Yeah, well, no, I was going to jump hurdles because my cousin was real fast and the coach came and hollered at me, but I saw somebody clip their hurdle and skinned their whole arm up. So I went back inside. So
yeah, we used to have to do that sometimes in PE, and I was like, look, I know I got long legs, but I can't. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a different.
Hey, I want to bring something to note. Has anybody noticed a trend with the young ladies that Kimberly selects as the WCWs? I kind of wish we could just load them into one package, because they are some skinny, athletic build women. I just noticed that's your vibe. That's what you be crushing on. Is there something in particular that you like about these young ladies?
I don't think so. I try to do like different parts.
The soccer girl was very muscular. Ari Lennox was very muscular. Sydney McLaughlin was very muscular. The other woman who was a model was very muscular. I got the receipts. So
I just don't want any build a body thotties. I also want sports athletic women because it's a
that's fine.
Podcast. So
that's fine.
We love the natural ladies.
Yes.
We love the natural ladies. Janelle Monáe is not. We did her. She's not like super.
We did Janelle Monáe as a woman crush. I didn't know that one. I forgot about that one. So
I don't think that was at the time when we were like showing pictures. Maybe.
Yeah, we weren't doing the reels on those. I got you.
Yeah, we didn't do a reel. We might have flashed up a picture, but Lord jeez. Anyway, all right. So,
That's what I'm trying to say too, Cool Kev. I feel like she creating the box, man. I feel like she creating a little box.
Not creating a box.
No, because there are some very beautiful, thicker women out there. I'm just not a Lizzo fan, so she ain't gonna never be my fan. I'm just not how she looks, but
unless she does something like leading up into the week. So like Ari Lennox, she did Essence Fest, and some of those pictures were from Essence Fest, which is why I did her for the week. And then like Sydney, she won this weekend, so I chose her. So
Katie, damn it, talking about build a body and not hot is hot. I'm you know what? Let me go ahead because I don't even want to touch that topic. I'm gonna let y'all make it on that one. All right, so it is time for the kickoff question. I'll be forgetting you're gonna do this, and I just be ready to talk. So all right, so we know that Wesley Snipes' character in New Jack City, Nino Brown, controlled the city. He controlled his woman, his empire, his brother, his everything. So Keke Palmer's baby daddy got drugged on social media about his comments on the way she was dressed when she was serenaded by Usher. So was he wrong? I'm gonna take the lead on this.
Please do kick it off there.
And I'm gonna say no, he was not. I'm sorry. Wait. Yes, he was wrong. Yes, he was absolutely wrong. He was wrong for putting that on social media when you have posted pictures of her before twerking with her little leopard outfit on, when you have posted pictures of yourself in your underwear, and that's it. And now you want to talk about she should have morals. I stand by this. If she had just gone to the club with her girlfriends and posted pictures, he would not have said that. That man only got in his feelings because Usher, with that pretty smile, was serenading her. And she was a little bit too into it. And that's what got him in his feelings. It was originally not about how she was dressed, because she's been dressing like that. She's even said, look, my son gave me this body. Y'all about to get this body. Y'all about to, see it, and not see it like that, but she going to show it off, right? And anybody who knows Keke Palmer as coming up, she didn't have all of that before she had her son. That is one of the beautiful things that this happens to some women when they have kids. And so I feel like the only reason that man got in his feelings is because she was being serenaded by Usher. If she had just been at any old regular, she had been at the Lizzo concert in that outfit and Lizzo called her up there, I guarantee you he would not have said anything about her dang on outfit. Next.
Who gonna follow that?
Go ahead,
who gonna follow that trailblazer?
I'm gonna let you go.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. She brought out some data points. Y'all got to remember, I'm a sports guy. I don't get into the social media drama. You could quit looking at me like that, Ms.Manhattan. You're sitting over there looking like you're trying to judge me or what I was about to say. You need to stop. You need to stop right now. But I will say this is that, I mean, he has the right to be upset at how she's dressing. I mean, my thing, there's two sides of this. There's two sides of it. I get it that you a woman. See, it's rules, it's levels to this game. When you get to the money like that, where you ain't got to answer to nobody, you dress how you want to dress. But the reality, I'm talking about y'all too, and some of y'all who be at Walmart and Bojangles with your butt cheeks out and doing all this other stuff, and you thirst trapping. Let's just be real. You a baby mama, you inviting, you sending an invitation out. And don't get me wrong, ladies, it goes both ways. Women catch a bad break for when they be putting it out there, but men do it all the time. When what we call it the hoochie daddies last year, when they be showing one testicle be out their pants, and then we see them all the time with their shirts off and wearing the 50 cent gun holsters like that's clothes. I'm just saying, y'all know the little straps they got coming around here. I'm just saying, I get it 100%. I think if you advertise a certain way, though, you can't be mad at when people view you that way. That's all I'm gonna say. You can sit up there and say, well, I'm this. When you dress, if you assimilate yourself to something that looks like something that's coming out of Coco Pellis or DGs, if that's what the women in DGs wearing it look like, and if you dress like that, you putting yourself in that same conversation. That's all I'm gonna say.
One more thing I want to say. I'm sorry, because I'm real passionate about this. The thing he said was something about morals, but you had a baby out of wedlock with a woman, so don't come talking to me about morals. You should have had enough morals to marry me and do things the right way then if you want to talk about freaking morals. So again, you was just mad that Usher was serenading this girl. Let's just go.
I don't know nothing about Usher. All I'm saying is, if a woman,
nope. Shut the hell up, Katie.
Hey, baby, I'm trying to work here.
Exactly, because you on my side.
Y'all close the studio door. It's a studio. This is a place of business.
Don't nobody know him. She make all the money. She can wear whatever the hell she want to wear.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying. But you still put yourself out there though. If you advertising, you know that's advertising.
It's not advertising. She thought it was cute.
She literally got this dress to go to the concert. She's an entertainer. She is. She knew she was going to be on stage. Wanted to look amazing. She just had this baby. I don't see anything wrong with it. And if we got to break up because of this, you want to share it with the world, our private relationship, that's fine. Like, it's cool. See you later.
Baby daddy. Anyway, Go ahead, Casey.
I'm gonna say this: like B. Jones was saying, if you dress a certain way, then you're gonna get judged, especially being an entertainer, being in the industry. So, when have we ever seen Keke Palmer dressed like that? Like just like
Never.
that?
Never.
And then you go into an Usher concert, and like Gemini said, if it had been anything else, Usher wanted some of Keke Palmer that night. That's why our boy got mad.
Nickelodeon rolling over in their grave right now. That's Keke Palmer right there.
Yeah, Keke Palmer got all of. Okay, so I'll say this too about the baby daddy. What he messed up was, don't bring that to social media. You're going to lose because nobody knows you. Everybody loves Keke Palmer. That's number one. Number two, if you guys were really in a committed relationship, before she went out, y'all could have had a conversation like, hey, Keke, baby mama, I think you're doing a little bit too much. But then again, like people were saying that she makes all the money. Everybody knows her, so she can do whatever the hell she wants.
You was sitting on the internet in your drawers?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that okay? Why is it okay for you to be out here with your drawers on, no shirt, none of that? You had drawers on, taking a selfie.
So let me ask you,
he didn't have Beyonce in front of him either when he did it either.
He put it on social media though. You posted it.
So let me ask y'all a question, ladies. I want to ask y'all ladies a question. Real talk.
Let me just say this. Okay. Could he afford to buy the ticket for me to go see Usher? Probably not. Could he afford to buy the outfit that she wore to the Usher concert? Probably not. Could he take care of hair and makeup that evening for the Usher concert? Probably not. Like, what are we even talking about?
But why you with somebody that's broke if you go throw the money up though?
You can't throw the money in their face now.
Yeah,
come on,
money in his face if you chose to be with him.
What are we talking
about? That's what men do. When men have the money and the woman don't, that's the first thing he wants to take from her.
This is not waiting to exhale. No.
What are we talking about?
I want to ask y'all this question though. Let's take the fact. Let's just erase the fact that he was inappropriate on the web. Let's just erase the fact that it's Keke Palmer and it's this no-name dude, okay? One of y'all best friends just have a baby and dress like that and go to the club with you. How do y'all feel about it? That's all I want to know. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. Keep it 100, fam.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, do they have it in my size? Do they have it in a different color so we can be twins? I'm gonna be the one to cheer you on. Because let me also say this. You men have never had a baby. You have never experienced the changes that your body absolutely goes through. And so after that baby, some women don't lose that weight. Some of that weight goes to other places you don't want. So it's hard. A lot of women have postpartum depression because of what a baby does. So if this outfit made her feel sexy, made her feel good about herself, boy, sit down somewhere. I just gave birth. I carried a child for 9 months. My body is still adjusting.
So what you saying is, if you have a baby, you can go show your ass. You can do what you want to do.
The ass that you finally got, you didn't have no ass before. Now all of a sudden you got an ass. I'm all for it, girl. Yes. And it's not like the dress was like, if she had everything hanging out, I mean, you got boobs hanging out and coochie hanging out and all this stuff. Let's talk about the build a body thotties that be showing everything on the internet. And oh my God, that's okay. That's sexy. But Keke Palmer, she's a mom. So are all these build a body thotties that y'all be complimenting and liking on pictures and commenting, ooh, that's sexy. They showed a whole lot more than what Keke Palmer do. And y'all got the nerve to sit up here and want to be mad at her. All y'all could go to hell. Next.
Anything else you want to say? Like you had a rough day. I mean, that Bojangles, I think it's out there. That's that Bojangles talking right there. Goodness.
Moneybag Yo's chick, it's her birthday today.
Ari.
Yeah, and then this is what he posted of her.
Right.
And this is okay.
It's in that video to me though. But I can't see it good.
But like people love it.
It's okay for her to do it. It's okay. Why is it okay?
I'm gonna tell you this.
When made millions from showing her body, and that's okay. She's a mama.
You know why it's not okay? Because when that man come home and it's a Dear John letter that said, "Hey, I moved to Vegas to be with Usher," me and the son gone. That man is protecting his house. That man trying to protect his family. Y'all stop hating on him. Bottom line.
If he was trying to protect the family, he would have married her before he got her pregnant.
You can't expect me to
act y'all can't keep bringing that up. Something happens.
Act like a wife, but y'all don't never want to put no ring on it. Y'all want me to act like a wife, but you out here acting like a boyfriend too. Make me a wife, then you can tell me what to do. Then you can have a say so in what I do.
I hate you running out of time. Because so are you telling me that that's legitimately your take on that? If they were married, you would feel differently about this?
If they were married, absolutely. I belong to you, and you belong to me, and we have a contract and a covenant with God. If you tell me, baby, I don't think you should be wearing that, and I am your wife, I am going to say, you know what? Hey, I might not like it, but I'm not going to wear it. As your girlfriend, Negro, bye.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
That's a whole nother topic there.
I have said what I said.
She's been waiting on this for like a week, haven't she? This was built up. Goodness.
All right, it is time for the Manhattan Project. KD, take us away.
I ain't even gonna hit the thing because y'all moved on. I ain't even gonna hit it no more.
Yeah, so we definitely need a drink after that conversation. I feel like,
especially old Gemini.
And I hope if are you about to ask the second part of that question in the Man Project, the other part of the kickoff?
No.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
No.
The $5,000 cash app when you're not gonna ask that? Okay, all right. How about to say it's about to get worse?
Gemini gonna need an antidepressant after this.
Gemini ain't gonna be able to get a man the rest of 2023. She gonna be single about the rant. She about to go on.
I ain't got some men's.
All right, so the drink of the week is the watermelon swag again. Pam ran it back this week. She went to the store and got the Moscato. She already had the vodka, so it's the Bishop Arts vodka and watermelon flavor with the Albino Armani Moscato sparkling white wine.
Because the man certainly corrected me at Total Wine. It's Albino.
Albino, okay. Albino, sorry.
Yeah.
And the garnishment is some pineapple and some fresh pineapple and watermelon. So you'll just mix, the vodka to your liking and just top it off with the sparkling wine and then add your fruits for the garnishments. I
made it last night. Was that last night or? Yeah, because I had a headache when I woke up this morning. So it's a very, very, very good drink. Try it out.
Mm-hmm. And it's simple, easy. And the vodka is very inexpensive, right?
I think it was on sale for $9.99. And then the Albino was like $15.99.
Okay, yeah. So it's pretty good. Decent price. So the topic that I found this today, did y'all hear about the head football coach of Northwestern?
Yes.
I need to know some more about it. I just saw the headline. Tell us what happened.
Okay, so they fired the head coach. His name is Pat Fitzgerald for hazing claims. It's a lot of, I believe, like sexual allegations. Like he was making the team do like sexual things to each other.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So you'll have to go read some more because I don't want to say the things and it's all allegedly, but I think it was one of those situations where I think usually the athletic director and the president of the school, I think they're the ones to ultimately make the decision to do something, like fire him. I don't think they wanted it. And it was the Booster Club was like, hey, we're not gonna be a part of this organization or school if y'all don't get rid of him because it's not right. So
yeah, I didn't know anything about the sexual side of it. I heard it was some hazing. Yeah, I heard some hazing and some racial stuff. So yeah, that's on a whole nother level. But I'm gonna tell you, I know why the AD and the president defended Pat Fitzgerald. It was what he's done for the university over the past 5-6 seasons has been crazy. I mean, Northwestern football is a topic. It's a tough matchup. People ain't looking forward to that Saturday where you got to play that team because some of the big boys could definitely come in and take an L. But on the other side of that, I mean, he hadn't won any type of conference title. So, I mean, if it's something that they doing sexual acts with, I don't know. I don't even want to open up that can of worms. That's kind of scary. But the Booster Club, hey, everybody knows it's all about the money, right? Where the money goes is where the jobs go. Is what the money talks. So if the Booster Club say you got to go, it's a wrap for them. And the president and the athletic director, they on limited time now. Just so you know, the fact that they even went up against the Booster Club, they on borrowed time. So I'll probably be hearing a transition for them by the end of next year. So,
and
Northwestern, where is that?
Chicago, I believe.
Yeah, it's up there, like Chicago.
Okay.
Speaking of Chicago, the show that I had talked about last week, The Bear on Hulu. I think y'all should check it out. I'm gonna
check it out.
Yeah, I'm still watching it, so that's why I don't have any other recommendations. But that's all I got for the Manhattan Project.
I saw a recommendation. I don't know if I'm gonna check it out. So if anybody in the comments, or anybody in the Sports Life Talk family watches Quarterback on Netflix with the behind the scenes look at Marcus Mariota, Patrick Mahomes, and I can't remember who the third quarterback was. Let me know if that's any good, because as of right now, I'm like, I think I've had my belly's full of Patrick Mahomes, and I believe his wife is named Brittany Mahomes. I just kind of had my belly's filled with them. So y'all let me know if that show is worthy and it's a compelling story behind it.
Okay. All right. So it is time for the Uncut Gem. I'm going to keep it real simple since I already went off one time on the show. What is one material possession? Don't talk about your wife. Don't talk about your kids. What is one material possession or two that you absolutely cherish? Like if something happened to this thing or these particular things, you would lay down on the floor and just cry for days.
Like I can't get another one ever?
And that one was special to you. Maybe it was because of who gave it to you, or it was a hand-me-down, any prized possession that you have.
Well, my first answer would have been my cell phone, because my cell phone, I don't know why people even call them cell phones anymore. These things are they everything. I work on the show. I do the graphics for the show. I do outreach. I play Sudoku, Wordle. I mean, I play fantasy football. I watch TV shows. I read books. I read articles. I listen to music. I mean, it is literally everything. I can do it on my cell phone. So that would have been my first answer. But I think y'all know my second answer. It would be My sneaker collection. If something happened to my sneaker collection, I would probably.
Whole collection. Is there one sneaker that you like?
I mean, it don't matter. Every sneaker is precious gold. Every sneaker got a story behind it. Whether I had to get up at 8:50 on a Saturday morning and get it, or I've had to bid on it, or I've had to get lucky and get it in the draw. Every sneaker has its own story. So every sneaker's worth. I would be sick. You take one from me, or if something happened to
Did
anyone.
you even notice that you lost one?
Take one and find out. I checked the movers. You
gonna put Killer on me?
I would check. Hey, yeah, where's she at right now? She dig off of somebody's ass. Hey, I checked the movers on that moving my stuff, man. And I'm gonna tell you, the movers y'all broke a couple of my sneaker crates. So I need to holler at y'all about that. But yeah, don't mess with my sneakers. I love my sneakers.
Okay, KD.
For me, it's my rings, and all three of them. So I have like 3 main rings. The first one is like a.
You gotta.
No, I don't have them on. That's why I'm not like. Yeah.
Your ruby ones, right?
Yeah. So like I have like a rectangle one. That one was like my first grown-up purchase right after I graduated high school. And then my heart one was like one when I let go of like my high school past and bought that one like with child. And then my thumb ring was like the biggest purchase because it was the carat of gold and then the amount of diamonds in it. So if I lose any of those are like, my life would be upside down. Only because it's like they've been with me through like all my transitions of life to this day.
So you can't even replace those. I mean, no,
they cannot. They're absolutely not replaceable. And I plan on, whenever I get engaged, I plan on like, passing it down to my daughter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, KT.
All right, mine are kind of sentimental. Now I want to bring the energy down, but I have a stuffed heart where my mom had heart surgery, and it has like a lot of signatures. So I have that in the back of my truck. Okay. And also I know it's pretty old, and I don't use it anymore. But it's an MP3 that she bought me.
Okay.
So those are 2 things that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put music on those, right? Forgive me. You put the music.
Yeah,
on
you used to put music. You had to put your computer and drag the music over because on the 9th, made 6 years since she's passed. So those are 2 things that are like sentimental to me. So those 2 things I gotta have, and I'll fight you to death for it.
Bro, I saw the pillow in your back, and I looked at it, and I was about to say, nah. I just left it alone.
I'm glad you didn't, because I just swung on you for no reason, just off a misunderstanding.
Well, I mean, it was just back. I was going to ask you what the pillow, the heart pillow with the signatures on it, but you know, so that is true, y'all. I mean, he really do have it in his bag of his truck.
Yeah.
My truck.
So your MP3, do you carry that everywhere you go as well?
No, it's in a drawer, KD. The MP3 probably ain't gonna work. I probably can't find the charger. But
okay.
I remember her purposely. She didn't really have any money. She knew I wanted one, and she went and bought that MP3 player for me. So I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, that's dope. It's cool to like hear that dudes, y'all have sentimental value things, because sometimes some men don't.
Of course, I could have sneakers in my PS5. The sneakers.
Well, yeah.
Because I went crazy one day. I couldn't find a pair of shoes, but they had fell behind something. Because I was like, somebody stole my damn shoes. So yeah.
Which one of y'all?
Yeah.
He threatened me over scuffing the shoes at the tournament, man.
You stepped on my shoes, but you was my boy, so I let you slide.
He threatened me in front of everybody.
Sure did.
All right, so I actually have 3. Mine is my Tiffany bracelet that is kind of faded, but it has Terrence's name and birthday engraved. And when I was married to his dad, we was like check to check, po broke. And I don't know how, but I convinced him to buy me this bracelet, and I convinced him to get it engraved. And one time I thought I lost it and I cried, and then all of a sudden it reappeared. And I was like, yes. Another thing is my tennis bracelet, because I paid a lot of money for that. Matter of fact, I've paid a lot of money and I don't even wear it a lot because I'm always scared. But that is something too that I will pass down as well as this to Rain. And then the graduation picture of my mother, because I just feel like we look so much alike on that picture. And so that's one of my I have other pictures of her, but it's just that one is like my absolute favorite. So.
May I ask how much you did spend on your tennis bracelet?
It was a lot. it was a lot. I went in there and I was like, give me the best diamonds. This is what I want. And she was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah. And then she pulled out that price. I was, ain't no backing out now. So just ring it up. Let's see what it do.
Did you buy it like for like a special occasion, or it's just something that you just really
honestly
wanted?
Me, Terrence, and Madison and the baby had gone to the mall, and I was like, well, I've been wanting one, so, and nobody else was gonna buy it, so
yeah,
just do it.
That's one of those things that I want, but I like want a special reason behind it, so that's cool.
I'm special, that's why.
Yes, you are special. That's one thing that's for sure.
You know what? Whatever. All right, y'all. So it is time for. Thank y'all for sharing. That was very, very just loving, and it was a bonding moment. So
yes. Shout out to you for bringing it back down.
I'm back on a 2 now. It's time for the Drizzop.
Are we on the Drizzop already?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't. I think I've just given up on new music. Y'all, no, wait, I forgot. So Drake released that he dropped a poetry book.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Yeah, a poetry book.
Yeah,
from Drake when he only write his own lyrics. Let's stop. No. So you just putting your name to a book? Like, no. I want to hear a common poetry book.
Okay, I'll tell y'all about it in the shout out because I gotta show y'all something. But okay, so my question, I just have a question for new music instead of sharing new music. Concert tickets. So, Usher has his residency in Vegas. Drake is currently on tour with 21 Savage. Beyonce is on tour, doing the Renaissance thing, and it's a few other concerts that are going on. Y'all, when I say these ticket prices are ridiculous, they are ludicrous. I don't know how people afford to buy these tickets. So my question to y'all is, where do y'all draw the line? Like for your favorite artists that you get to see, and I want to say like in the 100 section. Like I'm not even gonna put that on the ground. I'm saying like the row right or the section like right above the floor. What are y'all paying?
I want to know what Miss Tennis Bracelet over here. I want to know what she paying. That's what we want to know. For anybody just wake up on a Sunday and say, hey, let's just go get a tennis bracelet. So she different. She different than the rest of us. I ain't that special. I'm sitting over there. Look, I'm texting Kevin right now. Like, hey, we got to renegotiate because I ain't eating like that. Hey, Pam over there eating. But I must say, it can get to me about that probably that $300 to $400 range. If it's somebody I really want to go to, and I'm gonna be close enough, I just ain't paying $300 to $400 for no nosebleeds. Where I reach my hand up and I touch the top of the ceiling. But yeah, about that $300 to $400 mark is where I draw the line. Now, the better question for me, because Kevin will tell you, I like music, but I'm not a music fan like y'all. I listen to music as a kind of the soundtrack of life type thing. But I can tell you this. Now, a sporting event,
okay,
I might be willing to stretch it out a little bit more. I might be willing to go up to $1,000 for the right event. Like if the Saints in the Super Bowl, okay, I would probably drop a G per ticket if I can get good seats.
Okay. Pam, KT?
Oh, I'm not paying a lot for a concert. I don't even like concerts like that. I can just listen to your CD in my car.
Okay,
sporting event, yes. Yes, because that's something I'm going to remember forever because I'm more of a sports fan than a music fan, and I do love music. So, yeah, I spend a little bit more, but to go see like a G for Beyonce, I'm not doing that, even though she's beautiful and she may give me a lap dance. Never mind, I will pay $1,000 for Beyonce to give me a lap dance. There we go.
Okay, so you're gonna show out like Kiki did for Beyonce.
I ain't gonna have my cheeks out though, but yeah, I'll show out a little bit.
Please don't have your cheeks out, please.
Kevin, I just went through a life altering situation. I want to get my dance.
What's the shorts called, B. Jones? What's the shorts? The hoochie one?
Yeah.
So you're gonna
I may have a pair of those on for her though, man. I ain't gonna lie, for a G.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody waiting. The moment of truth is up on us. So let's go. Let's go, Gemini Jones, Uncut Gems. Let's go.
If it's somebody I really like, I think. Oh wait, my phone ring.
No, tell them you lie. Let's go.
Hold on, can y'all see me?
Yeah, we see you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was Terrence. I don't know why he calling like. God dang it, Terrence.
Like it's not Wednesday.
Right, like it's not freaking Wednesday. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to avoid the question. So
he has no limit. Black card status. There is no limit.
It depends. Do y'all want to know what I dropped for Beyonce?
I was just first off, when you go see Beyonce?
I go to Vegas to see Beyonce.
What?
When?
August 27th.
Lord have mercy.
So
Pat, listen, I can't be a part of your Ponzi scheme. I don't know what you over there doing. Lady Eloise over there. If you pushing P, I don't know what you over there doing. I don't know what you over there doing. How much you play for Beyonce?
Total with tax, because Ticketmaster be robbing you.
Yes.
Yes.
So for 2 tickets, it was $1,300. But I didn't pay for both. Hold on. I didn't pay for both tickets. My friend paid for her ticket.
Okay.
But you know what? That's not too bad though. You traveling to Vegas. It's a really great experience. That I can vibe with $750 for a ticket for that, Gemini.
Yeah, so what made y'all choose Vegas over anywhere else?
Because those were they had a lot of good seats left. And we didn't want to see it here. We wanted to go somewhere else. And Vegas is fairly inexpensive to get in and out of, in hotels.
What weekend is that again?
August 27th.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna check and see what's going on in Vegas on August 27th.
Yeah.
And for me, I would spend like $500 like per ticket. And see, it's hard for me because my daughter always wants to go with me. Like we want to go together. So I have to budget for 2 tickets every single time. And then merch, you're going to spend at least $100, like a minimum. And that's just for stuff for her. Like not even for me. Like
y'all got it. I'm gonna tell you, we gonna be all right, y'all. They got it. Hey, we got minimum of merch, 100. That's kind of to be expected. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sugarfoot. I hear y'all. Y'all doing it major. Kevin, holler at me after the show.
I need to holler at them. They got a sponsor we don't know about.
I need to re-up, Suge.
I don't know.
Let's go.
All right. So moving right along.
Yeah. Does KT, you gotta
Yeah, I do have one. It'll be quick. Yeah. So this will probably be the last time I get to mention Stacey Dash on the show because she's crazy and everything, but she was really beautiful. But her baby daddy had a song for the New Jack City soundtrack. Pam, you're old. You know what the song is. It was a popular song in the 90s. It was called Dreaming by Christopher Williams.
Don't wake me. I'm dreaming.
Yeah, that was a song.
You. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you would know it. That's why I did that. I did that for you, Jim. All right, B, go ahead and what you got for our drop, man? The shoe drop.
All right, so let's not forget last week. This was the drop. These are coming out. Kevin, it's funny. I told y'all. I said I'm gonna start prepping y'all early. What happened the next day, Kevin? They did an early release. Early stock drop on Thursday. We trying to get on the road. There go KT trying to snag them. So that happened Thursday. They probably going to do another shock drop on these sneakers before it's all said and done. But I was also saying, like I said, you know what? It looks like as though Nike got bullish on this weekend, and they are actually releasing these as well. Another North Carolina blue colorway for $720. They all call the University Blues as well. So $722 going to be a big day for sneaker drops, especially if you're a UNC fan. I'm assuming this is in preparation for like football or basketball or something like that. They're trying to put them out, a lot of them out there. But I'm going to tell y'all this. We have sat on this show a couple of times and we've been very disrespectful. Now, shout out to Kim Chi, shout out to KD, because she actually owns a pair of twos, and it's the red on black, the classic ones. But every time I put a pair of twos up on the screen, y'all get to hating. And I'm talking to the 4 of y'all. That's right, the 3 of y'all get to hating on them. But this right here is an icy pair. I'm digging these. So I don't know. At a retail entry point of $160, They look super smooth on feet. I'm telling y'all, I've seen a couple of people rock the Jordan 2 lows. Shout out to my guy Marwan Miller up there at Michigan State. He had a pair of white ones with the green trim on them. They fire. They super fire. So I'm gonna bring it back to y'all, and we'll go around the horn. So what you think? What you think, Gemini Jones? The Jordan 2s. We know what your opinion was on the Jordan 1s. But what about the Jordan 2 lows?
That's not my thing.
You still on that sucker stuff. All right, Ed Reede, what you think?
Little feet.
I thought Marwan had the same ones KD had. They were just in green. They weren't lows.
They were
high.
Oh, they were highs. You're right. They were highs. Yeah. They were highs. You're correct. Yeah, they were highs.
That's the reason I know they were highs, because I like the highs. I don't really like the lows. So I can't rock with these.
You can't, man. Them things are off the chain. All right. What up, Ms.Manhattan? What you think about the lows? Yeah, I told y'all that y'all hate on 2s. I don't know why, but them right there is fire.
I like the highs. The 2s highs. I like those. I don't like the lows.
Whatever. All right, Ms.Manhattan.
I like these. These are cool. I like these ones.
Finally.
She just felt sorry for you, man. She know that you was fighting for a cause.
I'm not fighting for a cause. I just think it's a great pair of sneakers to get at a low entry point. You know, everybody ain't got tennis bracelet money. For some of us minimum wage brothers, we got to go in there and get the 160 sneakers. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Y'all ready to
Balenciaga sneakers? No.
Y'all ready to have a little fun? Y'all want to do this thing? Hey, ladies, y'all got to play today too. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go for the pick 6. We're gonna start this thing off. We're gonna recap our Chicago trip and what we was able to get done when we was out there in the Chi-Town, South Side Chicago. All right, KT, let's start out, man. What was your biggest takeaway? Let's go around a couple of times. What was your biggest takeaway from the AAU event in Chicago and Louisville?
Mine gonna be a little selfish, man. It's just all the love that we got showed from college coaches, man. It was ridiculous. Coaches that we've never met before. They knew who we were. They've seen us post up on Twitter and Instagram, and they showed us nothing but love. So all the love we showed B. Jones, that's the biggest thing that stood out to me.
All right, my biggest thing was that I was from this close from here to here to Shaquille O'Neal. Literally, I'm looking down at my phone. All of a sudden, I feel Kevin hitting on me. I'm like, man, what? He say, man, that's Shaquille O'Neal. I look up, and Shaq Diesel came through with 2 chihuahuas. Because Shaq's 7 foot something, and he came through with 2 regular-sized dudes my height, and they supposed to be his bodyguards. It was an awkwardly funny-looking scene, but I was super close to Shaq. The stars turned out. It was WNBA was in the building. It was a pretty smooth event, man. All right, what else? What is another takeaway you got, Ed Reede?
The competition. There was some pretty good competition down there, except the one game we saw when Cypher blew somebody out by like 50.
Yeah.
Besides that, the competition, it was great.
My second takeaway is not going to be a positive one. I love the event. I thought that everything was put together so nicely. The schedules was crazy. The girls was playing all these games. The vibe is happening. You could just nonstop entertainment. There's not a moment of pause in this whole event. You are going literally for 12 to 13 hours. But when Kevin walked up to me and said that he just paid $5 for a can of water. I'm talking about
I had to pay $5 for an Aquafina water.
My hamburger was $14 without the fries or without the chips. The prices were just gouging. I feel like when we talk about the bad side of AAU, it was the vendors. Some of the vendors was good, but a lot of these vendors was raking these parents who are going to be there for all day. They put you in a situation where you can't really leave during the day because games are so close. You don't want to take your daughter back to the hotel for a 2-hour nap, then drive back over to the event, try to park again and get back in on time and let her stretch and get her blood warm. So most of these kids just grab a backpack or they go with their teammates and they go grab a corner, blankets and stuff, and they sitting there chilling, taking naps and just having fun with their sisters. But meanwhile, we normal Americans who not playing, we walking around, we got to eat 2 square meals at least while we in this place from 8 to 10. And you can't walk out without paying $50 for meals all day. It was just absolutely bananas.
That woman looked me right in my face and said, hey, I brought 2 waters to the counter. She said, it's going to be $10. I said, excuse me? She said it with a straight face, $10.
Not the 32-ounce joints.
It was not that big. It wasn't. Go ahead.
What's up, Gemini?
How much did y'all have to pay to get into the tournament?
Well, I mean, we supposed to like talk, baby.
Okay,
what was the normal price? Do you know?
Oh, it was probably gonna be like $100 to $150 for the whole week, for the weekend.
See, and that's another thing, because as parents, you want to be there for your kids, but you've already paid to be on the team.
Exactly.
You pay for uniforms, you paying for practices and stuff, and then I got to pay y'all all this money to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the
You gotta
parents have to pay that
like a
price
3-day
too.
pass.
Yeah,
What's
you
that?
usually get a pass.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Kevin,
Yeah.
what's your last takeaway, man? Or do you have any other ones?
Chicago style pizza is
Ooh.
hands down the best pizza I've had in my life.
And I
Hands
ain't
down.
gonna talk about the wings.
Huh?
Where's y'all going?
We got it from
Giordano's. Yeah. Giordano's. Yeah.
boy. Ooh, that pizza was all the best pizza I've ever had, KD. And it's no lie, no cap. No cap. That pizza was off the chain.
What kind? What kind was it? Just pepperoni?
We got.
I don't know what it was. It was some couple of different meats on there though.
It was like the meats pretty much, but I'm talking about the pizza was thick. Golly.
I need to go.
I like that pizza. I'm a thin crust girl.
Nah, this was worthy.
I am too, Gemini, but I'm telling you, you will love it. Well, we know you like a lot anyway, so this will be right up your alley. So nothing.
Hey, y'all know who's born on this joint, man. Wow, y'all be wilding. Yeah. All right.
She walked right into that one. That's why she can't say nothing.
She was doing a job. She was doing a job. Oh my God. All right. Then look, the sleeves that came down on that shirt, KT. Hey, all right. My last thing is that I would love to see. I'm gonna tell y'all, these young ladies' talent is unreal. The quality of basketball that women's basketball is doing right now is just it's untouchable. There's no ceiling to these young ladies. But I would like to see a Champions League. I would like to see the best AAU programs in the country play against each other, regardless of sneaker brands. That would probably be my only other takeaway. All right, so the ladies, let's participate. Here we go. Me and Kevin, we the kings of Would You Rather. I don't know if y'all ever watched our podcast, the You Got Next streaming show, but we play a game called Championship Rounds where we do a this or that or Would You Rather. So my question to y'all is, going back to the AAU circuits, would you rather be a coach with you on the sidelines, sitting down for 12 to 13 hours, you watching all kind of stars and athletes, but you also in a room full of your peers, right? You competing with those guys, or would you rather be a player who playing for an opportunity? You got youth at your advantage. You playing for a lot of time. You playing 2 to 3 games in a day, but you with just your friends. You having a good time. Y'all wilding, but you got an immense amount of pressure to perform amongst some of the best talent in the nation. So which would you rather be if you had to pick a position at an AAU tournament? We'll start with you, Ms.Manhattan.
For me, it's going to be player.
All right. Why player?
What position you prefer?
Hey, I'm not going to say all that. I'm just saying. I'd rather be like on the court playing versus like
watching all that.
You got to watch. You got to talk. You got to get mad. You got to get sad. You got to sit down. Then you got to, I got to talk to you and make sure you're good.
What the coaches weren't allowed. The coaches weren't allowed.
He's talking about the coaches there to recruit, not the coaches that are coaching.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the recruiters, the college coaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You still have to. I feel like you still have to network with the other recruiters and the people there. You got to talk to the parents.
You got to compete with them. Not as much network.
No, I don't want to network.
Yeah.
I just want to play. Less talk, more action.
All right. What about you, KT?
I'd rather be a coach because KD, just to let you know, most of the coaches they're there to watch players that they're recruiting. So they got to show their face so they can see them. And a lot of the coaches are friends. So most of the day they're sitting there talking to their friends while watching games and still showing their players love. So I think I'd rather do that. I ain't trying to go back and be a player now. Golly, 3-4 games in a day. No, I'd rather just sit there.
It's hard, man. I don't know how them young ladies can. We talking about not only 3 games in a day, 2 to 3 games a day, but we talking about over a 5-day span, 10 to 12 games.
We had a girl. Her mom told us she played like 13 games in like 5 days.
That's crazy. That is absolutely.
But yeah, sign me up as a coach.
All right, Gemini. We got one coach. We got one player. What you gonna be?
I mean, I think y'all already know.
I know you ain't even say no player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm dunking on everybody. I'm showing okay, this is all hypothetical. So I would go and I would just I don't know why this is so funny to y'all. But I would be an athlete for once.
I'm surprised that nobody asked what level, because my answer to this question would be depending on what level. If I'm a Division III or a JUCO coach, I don't want no part of that struggle in that arena. Because not only are you there, you doing every same thing to D1, but you looking for scraps. You're looking for the players that's not going to the big schools, right? But if I'm a player, I also don't want to be a player that ain't really all that great. I want to be All-American where I know I'm getting to run and I am going to get that opportunity to get on the court. Because we saw a lot of great players sitting on the bench, and we sit up there questioning if the coach is going to play him at all. You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna draw it down the line. The one thing I know I don't want to be in the building is a referee. It's got to be one of the hardest jobs in America. God. They are absolutely atrocious. The calls were going back and forth. All right, I'm running short.
Jones, I do want to say this. The only advantage D2 and D3 have against the D1 is they can actually talk to the players.
And they don't have to limit themselves to that event neither. D1 and D2 and D3 can come at any time. Anytime if you at a recreation center and you playing a pickup game, they can come talk to you. There are no rules with those. So they do have that advantage. You're right about that, KT. All right, here we go. Last question. This is for everybody. Gemini Jones, we'll start with you. What is the longest road trip that you've ever taken, and who did you take it with?
It was now, and now that I think about it, it was to Chicago, going back and forth with my ex because he lived there for a while. So, particularly one summer, I spent the summer there, and we drove my car.
So, but you did the trip with him. You didn't do it by yourself.
No, yeah, I did it with him. Yes.
Okay. He made you drive your car?
I know. I drove my car so that I would have it there all summer.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. All right.
But you drove your car to go to Chicago, his hometown. That's all I'm saying.
But No. Hold on, because I'm from that area, so
yeah, I know.
You from Indiana.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We know.
All right, Ms.Manhattan. What's the longest road trip you've ever taken?
So my family, they're from South Texas, which is 8 hours from here. So growing up, we would go back and forth. So I would go with my mom or my dad because they weren't together my whole childhood. So it was always them or one of them. Yeah. And that's it's like an 8 hour drive from Dallas to where they're from.
8 hours is light work though. That's a decent road trip.
That's a net.
Yeah, that's the longest you've been in the car, 8 hours?
Yeah.
On the road trip?
Everywhere else I've just.
So you ain't even drove to New Orleans then? Because if you drive to New Orleans, that's longer than 8 hours.
No, it's not. It's less. It's 7 hours.
How? It's 2.5 to 3 hours to get from here to Shreveport. And then it's going to take you another 4.5, 5 hours to get to New Orleans from there.
Driving is Daisy with you, because
I did that. I did that trip, and it was 7 hours, and I went with my friend and my daughter.
Okay, 7 hours. Okay, all right, 7 hours. All right, perfect. All right, you know what? Mine has been. Well, what about you, KT? I'm assuming. I'm about to assume.
20 hours to Anaheim.
Who'd you go with?
My wife's family. It was a bunch of us. It was like her cousins, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, my kids, their kids.
So y'all was in a big van.
Was it like a straight shot? Like
no, we stopped in El Paso at first.
Okay.
But then on the way back, we drove 20 hours straight.
Crazy.
Yeah, my longest one is Detroit. We went to Detroit. Me, my wife, and my daughter. We drove to Detroit one Christmas, and felt like we was on the road forever.
So these long trips, like y'all are way past my 8 hours. Would y'all do it again, or?
I like them.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. You get to see everything. You get to go to so many different states. So
number one, it depends on who I'm with and depends on where I'm going.
She just hit it on the head. I was just about to tell you, it depends on who you with, and it also depends on what kind of vehicle you in. Because one time I was in this 15-passenger van, and I don't know why, I just felt like I was in that thing tight like a gnat booty. But if I'm able to spread out, I'm able to rest my head and able to do things. It's very comfortable. I could travel a long way in the car. The only problem I got about the car is, you in there for 2-3 hours at a go. I mean, I think one time KT pushed it for almost like 6 hours without us stopping. I mean, it might have been a little aggressive, but I don't know. We was in that thing for a long time, and I got out. I felt like I had to do a whole stretch regime. I mean, my knees was locked, legs was locked, everything was locked up. So that's the only thing about the car. Just being
if I can take my time, I'm not in a big rush. Can, we can make some stops along the way. Then that's even better. But my personal limit driving by myself is Houston. That's it. I'm done.
I ain't driving by myself.
Yeah, I ain't driving myself nowhere.
I ain't driving by myself nowhere.
Maybe to East Texas because it's on like an hour and a half. But besides that, no.
I can go to Houston, but that's about it. That's it.
I'll do my Valley trip to see my people by myself. But
what's the Rio Grande Valley?
Yeah, that's the 8-hour trip.
Yeah, don't need to be driving by yourself though. Don't drive by yourself. We know y'all strong, independent women, but still, don't drive by yourself.
All right, y'all. Let's close this thing. All right, my year of the week is going to be a simple. This is a young lady by the name of Arissa True. This young lady has over 56,000 followers on IG. Why? Because she is the new skateboard queen of the world. Now, I don't know if any of y'all was around in 1999 when Tony Hawk pulled off the miraculous 900, how the whole world went crazy and we all fell in love with skateboarding. This young lady actually became the first female to land a 720. But here's the kicker. This is Yeet Worthy. This young lady's only 13 years old, and she did a 720, which I believe that's equivalent to 2 full circles of revolutions around on a skateboard. So shout out to Arissa True for pulling off a historic feat. She's re-energized the skateboard community and got a lot of youngsters out there excited about doing skateboarding and things of that nature, which is a pretty tough gig. So shout out to Arissa True for being extraordinary, for being elite. You deserve a yeet.
Yeet. All right, y'all. Well, that concludes our show for this evening. Just a reminder, I will be out the next 3 shows due to the volunteer opportunity. I had orientation today, and I'm just like, but anyway, it'll be good. It'll be a good experience.
Wait a minute. Are you able to talk about that situation that because I wasn't able to check. I was driving at the time, but I wasn't able to talk about the situation. But are you able to talk about the little scuffle, the little skirmish you saw?
Y'all, it was so funny. I just went out to my car to go to the gym, and it was people fighting outside. And the only reason I stuck around and spoke to the police, it was 2 girls and a guy. And the only reason I stayed around was because as soon as the cops rolled up, because 4 cop cars converged on my neighborhood, and they immediately went to the black dude and had his hands up and put him in handcuffs. And I was like, he wasn't doing anything but trying to break up. Immediately, as soon as cop got out the car, you come over here, hands up, all that stuff. And they handcuffed him and put him on the curb. So the reason I stayed was because I wanted to make sure that they didn't do anything to him because he was trying to break up the fight. But come to find out, it was his mama who was fighting his girlfriend. And the mama was mad because the girlfriend was over there. The dude came and picked up the girlfriend and put her in the car, and the mama was trying to get to the car. All I heard the mama say was, "I'm about to get this B." And I was just like, whoa, what is happening over here? But apparently the girlfriend's mama, her mama showed up and was talking to me, and she was like, well, he's going to jail anyway because he got warrants. So he did end up going to jail anyway.
Get out of here. Oh, I've been so hot. I'd have been like, y'all, it cost me some bread.
Yeah, it was a very interesting, and I thought they were playing because I could see them, tussling and stuff. And I'm like, oh, these kids are playing. They wasn't playing. They was dead serious.
Damn.
So I was like, I sure need to move because y'all acting up over here. There goes the neighborhood. At 4:00 in the afternoon on Monday Monday. I was like, what is happening here? So yeah, anyway, any last minute shout outs y'all have for this week, B. Jones?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Alexander Volkanovski because this dude is probably one of the pound for pound best UFC fighters in the game right now. I keep doubting him and I keep finding reasons why he gonna lose, and this dude just consistently shocks me time and time again. And I got to give him his props. I got to give him his roses. That dude is one of the best UFC fighters on the planet.
Okay.
That's all I got.
KT?
I want to give a shout out to all the You Got Next football players who are signing. Like B. Jones mentioned earlier, we had Casey Poe going to Alabama. We got Harry Stewart III going to Kansas. We got James Madison going to Missouri. And the list goes on. So I want to give a shout out to all those young men putting in the work. We can't wait to go watch y'all play this weekend. Yeah.
All right, cool. Katie?
Okay, so like I said, Drake has a poetry book out. I'm not going to talk about the book because we're running out of time, but I'm just going to give y'all a little sneak peek. So he released some headlines on certain newspapers. So here's the New York Post, where he is advertising the new poetry book, which is called Titles Ruin Everything. And y'all, my favorite thing about this is right here. Y'all see it?
Boy?
Yeah, so it says a special promotion for the boy. So shout out to Drake and all of his things that he does to promote himself and gets the fans going. So y'all know this just means that something is in the works. So yeah.
Okay. I would like to shout out KD for always being down to do the weird, crazy stuff that I come up with. Like we going on a hiking trip around that, a walking trip around Dallas at some point. And we went to the Sulphur Sounds and just anything I throw at her. She's like, yep, let's do it. So shout out to KD and then shout out to my friend Cam because it is her birthday this weekend. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, boo. All right, that's all I got. B. Jones, are you stuck or are you just sitting there looking crazy?
I'm sitting up here thinking about Kiki and the whole situation that went down with that one. I was just sitting up here thinking about that whole thing. You know how I go.
Do you love me? All right, y'all. Well, that concludes our show. So we will see you next Wednesday. Well, they will. I won't. But
you already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk. And if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock. Like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone. Building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass. And the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk. Counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.